then, just before we left Musjoy, Janie had moved to San Francisco and got married. But when she got pregnant, her husband kicked her out, and she came home and had her baby at home. And of course, she had to go to work, so I kept the baby, which was Patrick. And when we moved up to Cherry Valley, where Janice and Patrick moved right along with us, and Patrick lived with us till he was 4 years old. Then Janie remarried, and they moved out. Well, now, in the meantime, Barn decided that we weren't doing that well in Cherry Valley. It was too far to go to San Bernardino for his paint work. So we bought property in San Bernardino and built the house down there. We were in that about a year, and he decided it was better in Cherry Valley. So we sold that and moved back to Cherry Valley. All in all, we moved into 4 different houses in Cherry Valley before we finally decided that we would move to Chico, because in the meantime, Joe had got married, moved to Chico. Danny was married, moved to Chico, and we were hearing so much about it. And we started coming to Chico to visit, and we liked it real well. So in the end, we sold our last house down there and moved to Chico. So that is where we are. When we came to Chico, Byron wanted an acre, and we looked and looked and looked. At that time, we thought 20,000 was way too much to pay for an acre of ground. So we settled for the lot. And I think our lot cost us $9,000. Today you couldn't touch it for $80,000. But anyway, Byron and Pooh, Jenny Deeds, built our house here on Woodland. And that's where we stayed. Now, Byron passed away before yours next April. And we celebrated our golden wedding here. And this year I was 82, and I'm still here in our home, and I'll probably stay here till the end. Now that's the history of Byron and I.
Okay, Mom, I think we're going to conclude this tape with showing some family pictures. So I hope everyone enjoys this tape, and I hope everyone enjoys hearing a little bit of history of how Mom and Dad ended up in Chico and where we come from.
And if you have pictures that you want help on, just tell them what they are.
Okay. Shall we play a game of Guess Who? Well, there's Phyllis, and that's little Mike when he was born. There's Mom. Looks like I'm blowing a bubble here. And Bobby Reed. This was taken in Palm Springs, I believe, down on Ramon Road. This is Maggie and Danny's little boy, Austin, with Grandma. And of course, this was taken probably just a year or so ago.
That's Jackie's daughter.
There's little Danny D. Becky, Joe's daughter, holding Buffy. Here's another Guess Who.
Come on, say who they are. You're spinning.
Mom, do you know what birthday this is? Can we count the candles on the cake?
Do you know what baby that is?
No, do you? It's Terry. Bunny and John. That's a nice picture of you and Dad. There's my little Stevie.
Nancy.
Wonder what year this is. Looks like Patrick is probably in high school here. This looks like it may have been taken on the same occasion. There's Diane and Ray. Well, look at Dennis and Sandy here, the two long hairs. And there's the match. Patrick. Who's with Patrick on there, Mom? Do you recognize?
I think it's Jamie.
Diane. Donna. This is the night that Kenny gave Sherry her engagement ring, and
Oh,
I think
that-
this is
that
when
was
she
the
opened
fun-
it.
That was the fundraiser for Donna's school for Kathy.
No, this picture here is when Kenny gave,
That's right, and that's what it was.
he gave Sherry the engagement ring.
And that was a fundraiser for Kathy's school.
Can't get this one in real clear. Is that clear, Mom? There's James. This looks like about the first year that we moved to Chico. There's Patricia. Who have we here? This was an Easter party up in Riverside. This must have been, well, that's Kathy Shaw and Aunt Donna, and there's little Kitty. She's, what, 26 now? So that tells you how long ago this one is. Here's Mom and Dad on the patio at Suzanne Lane.
My God.
Janice. There's the three baseball players, Steve, James, and Billy. Can you figure this one out? It's Kenny Shaw giving Khaki a hard time. Uncle Danny with Scott and Shelley and Carol when
My God.
the kids were real little. Scotty. Looks like Jim and Damien and maybe David, Steve,
Kurt with his glasses on.
Kurt. I think this is
Pat, me.
Suzanne Lane. Sis. Carol working for the March of Dimes, 1964. That's Kitty. Doesn't she look like Brianne? Stephen. Easter Sunday, 1969. We had 76 for dinner. Had sack races, pitched horseshoes, played table tennis, poker, and an egg hunt. Also a penny pitch. There's Jennifer and... Is that Jennifer and Bobby Cossey? Oh,
Bobby Cottage.
there's Bobby Cottage. Her children. Who's this? Aunt Donna getting in a sack?
And so,
Who's this riding this horse? Who is this gallant lady mounting this steed? We all know who this is. We all know who this is, too.
who's the white-haired?
Is this Harley Shaw?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mom, you know who this grandchild is?
Looks like it could be Maggie or Liza or something.
It might be. The competitors in the sack race. go over here and see who this is. This is when Chris was killed in the tragic accident. Jimmy Kircher. Kathy Shaw.
What a pretty girl she's going to be.
Isn't she pretty? Danny and Eddie Duggan. Lisa. There's Khaki, Donna, Terry, Kitty's girlfriend. Lisa, Cassie, Jennifer's little girl. Uh-oh. It's good Dad didn't see this one. Who's this wild Indian tribe? My goodness, I see Dennis down there in that right-hand corner. I see David, I see Damien, I see Terry, I see Steve, I see Jim, I see Billy. I think I even see Kitty. Maybe Maggie.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was in Cherry Valley. I see Dawn.
Who?
My goodness, who's this? The good old days, huh? There's Kyle and Brianne. You guys have to remember who's doing the filming here. Sorry you didn't bring more pictures of your grandchildren. The two brothers-in-law, Warren and Dan. Mandy in the desert a few years ago. Janice and Eddie Duggan. Bunny and Chrissy. Not sure who she's holding. Maybe somebody out there can identify this child. Donnie and Becky. My goodness, Cac, did you have a good time the night before this was taken, or what? Mark Barnes and Danny.
There's Jamie and Annie.
Here's Jamie and Annie. Kurt and Linda's two girls. This is the beautiful Christmas card that they sent Grandma this year. Sherry and Morgan. Like this was on Easter at Sis's house a few years ago. Probably 1989 or so.
Sure.
Know who this is? There's Joe, Kenny, Terry, Sissy, Jennifer,
Susie.
and Susie. There's cousin Gina. There's our bunny again with Christy and Allie. This was probably 1989, maybe 90. Jennifer and Lisa. Who's this, Marjorie Main? I don't see an autograph. Let's look a little farther. Oh, uh-oh. Who are these people? Well, it's anybody's guess.
That's not me, is it?
Yep, that's you in Denver. You don't recognize the legs?
Trying to pick up one on Tara at that
Here's Cindy.
Easter party.
Isn't she pretty? There's Jamie and Annie. Kurt and Linda's little girls again last year or maybe 2 years ago. Mom, here's your mother. What was her full name?
Mary Louise Margaret,
What year was she born?
1880.
Where was she born at?
Washington County, Missouri.
How many children were in her family? Did she have brothers and sisters?
Oh, yeah. Uncle Bird, one year more.
Yeah, what were her brothers and sisters' names?
Uncle Sam, Uncle Bird, Uncle Bill, Uncle Al, Aunt Chris, Aunt Bed, Aunt Rosine.
Here's Dad. This wasn't too long before he died, because it's when Aunt Pat came out to see him. Dad's sister, Patricia Murphy. Danny and Carol, about 1945 maybe.
I think that was in Denver, 46. Long enough for that.
Where was this taken, do you know? Here's Celeste overlooking San Francisco. Aunt Don and Kathy.
That was in Redlands Park.
Grandma with her cousin Bobby. Grandpa and Patrick. We don't want to forget Aunt Lottie. Is this in San Francisco? Mom, you look like you're pregnant on there, but I know you're not.
Susan.
Look how much Terry looks like Tara.
Tokay Street.
Who's this little sailor? Didn't that look like Tara?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Nelson. Doesn't he resemble Patrick?
Mm-hmm.
This is Teresa, and here's a picture of Tara. Recently, as you can see, there's a strong resemblance. There's little Christopher. It's like Uncle Leo on there. These little boys aren't playing Russian roulette, are they? remember this, Donna? It's Kurt and Chris. The three Kurtzer boys again. Sis is a bride. There's little Susie Dietz. Looks like Cinderella. There's our Miss Palm Springs. Can you identify these faces? No, it's not me and Juan with Buffy. It's Hazel and Ben in Colorado. Little Jimmy Kircher. And more of that Easter party. Ken Shaw. Bobby and Sis. Cindy. Teresa. There's Uncle Leo, Grandma's brother. Must have been during World War II. Who's that with him, Mom? I know that's Aunt Dorothy.
Dorothy's brother.
Look at this cute little girls. Susie and Terry. What year was this, Mom?
I don't know. What year was Terry born? This one.
Look at this cute little red-headed girl. Keep the focus in. Look how much Terry looks like Christopher. There's Teresa. And there's Christopher. I see a strong resemblance. This must have been Newport Beach when we first moved to California. Donna, about 1947. Chris, Shaw. Uh-oh. Colorado. Looks like we have Phyllis and Khaki and Danny and Janice. Out by the cottonwood tree in the backyard. Carol. Kurt. There's Damien and Patrick.
Two little angels.
Yes, all dressed up in their Sunday best.
They were the bishop.
Kitty. Kitty. Here's Marion and Grandma Kelleher. Oh, look at Maggie. Wasn't she a beautiful child? She was a beautiful child.
Who was that?
Maggie, isn't it? There's Jennifer and her daughter Lisa now. This is yours truly. There's Terry as a bride. Here's Patrick as best man. Is there a resemblance between Terry and Cheryl? Is this David Dietz?
Damien.
No, I think that's David, Mom. There's David. Patrick.
And just like that.
Huh?
Everybody would love those pictures.
There's Becky Shaw at Aunt Terry's wedding. Here's Rod Nevland in Colorado with Johnny, and it looks like me, but I think it was Sandra.
It is, it's you and John.
Here's Becky again. No comment. Mom and Dad at Terry's wedding.
The night Tara was, or Johnny was born.
Uncle Danny. Dad? Is it Damien and Patrick? I don't know who these people are.
Well, it's Maggie. David.
Here we are in Chico. This was probably somewhere in the mid-'80s.
Oh, this is Joyce's wedding. 8 years ago.
8 years ago?
On 8. Jumping again.
This was taken in Muscoy, probably 1956 or 57.
About 36 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Tara was about 3 years older.
And Teresa. The house on Woodland. A snowing day in Chico. A lot of events happen through this door.
Hi, Dan. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Warren. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Fine. Where are you going today? Over here?
Over at Fancy's.
Oh, you probably can.
Oh, how nice. How come you're all alone, Mark?
Obviously,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see her there. Has she been dieting?
it's he.
Oh, Hi. I'm back.
Hi, Mary Beth.
Excuse me, I can't see. My glasses aren't on.
You want my glass? Here you go. Now you can do it. Don't stretch your mouth though.
Where can I put my coat? Where's a good place to put it?
Hi.
Oh, there. Hi, Mary Beth.
How are you?
I was wondering what happened to you.
I've been fine. You know, a little bit of sewing, a little reading.
You look just like you're just like Nick. That glasses.
Pardon me?
Uncle Bill.
That's what I should have brought those funny, remember the funny glasses I brought up that year? In the car, and it wouldn't fit.
What, Janice?
It wouldn't fit.
What would fit?
That picture.
Just a nurse, Sandy.
I did a good job.
What, wait? Oh, hi, Donnie. Hope you're having a good time south of the border.
Donnie?
Hi, Donnie. We're thinking of you on Thanksgiving.
Lisa. Damien, do you have anything to say for your cousin Donnie?
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Donnie.
Good.
You wish you could have a glass of this.
Very good. Catherine, do you have anything to say to Donnie?
Careful with that camera.
Do you have anything to say to Donnie?
Hi, Donnie.
Okay. Juan, what about you?
Donnie.
Warren, anything for Donnie? Sister's daughter? A message for Donnie? We're going to send it to her.
Concentrate, we're getting a message from Donnie.
Adios.
Say hello to Donnie.
Bueno.
Hello to Donnie.
Okay. Dan?
Hi, Donnie. Hi.
Eric?
I do?
That's good. Dan? Good. Maggie, for your cousin
Buenas
Donnie.
noches, Donnie. Francisco, que se llama.
Mark, for Donnie. Mary Beth, for Donnie.
Okay, Donnie, but I got to talk to Carol right now.
Okay,
So
for
hi,
Donnie.
hi, Donnie. How are you?
For Donnie.
Can't eat desserts anyway, right?
Yeah, what are we waiting for? This is for Donnie.
Hi, Donnie. I miss you so much. Feliz